Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're able to watch this video. I'm excited to be able to share with you a thought that has been on my mind lately. It's something that I have and continue to struggle with. And the light bulb came on for me when I was able to go to a luncheon at Lipscomb University, where he spoke on the topic that I truly struggle with. Afterwards, we were able to go into a time of spiritual direction. And I didn't know until I got here, but it's something that Grant does with the people of the church here and some different people that he counsels. It's also something that the elders here are excited about implementing in the vision and mission of the church here. I get there, and he says, today we're going to talk about disappointments in unmet expectations. I said, wow, have I come to the right place? Because as we talked about trusting and hoping in God, in spiritual things, in Christ and His teaching, in the Holy Spirit versus meeting our expectations, that flipped a switch in my head. That way I can deal with people in situations in a way that's holy. I can deal with people in situations in a way that God would want me to deal with them. I can come out of that, whether it be good or bad, knowing that my hope is in things above. And so today we're going to look at a story about something unexpected. You know, we have a lot of expectations in our lives, don't we? The way we look, the way we talk, the way we act, we're concerned with that. We're concerned what people see in us, what people expect from us, what we expect from people, what we expect in the outcome of a situation that we're involved in. We're so consumed in this, you know, people spend $12 billion just in America on clothes, $6.2 billion on makeup. Tell me we don't rely on or think about the way that we look and the way that we present ourselves and the way people see us. It's a big deal. But the thing is, God doesn't look at those outwardly things. He looks at our inner self, in our inner spirit, in our attitude to judge us. And so hopefully we can look at this story in the Bible, not a parable, but a real story of God, how God uses this situation to further His kingdom versus what people may expect. If you would, turn to 1 Samuel chapter 16. Let's look at that together. Now, I'm not going to read this all the way through. Maybe you can take some time with your personal study, or if you're watching this as a family, read through it together. But in 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7, you see here that Samuel's a prophet. God calls Samuel at a young age to judge over His people. The people look to Samuel for guidance. And God speaks directly to Samuel and gives him instructions. And at this point in the story, Saul is king. But God is looking to appoint a new king. God sends Samuel to Bethlehem to meet up with Jesse. Among Jesse's sons, there will be a king. Now, Samuel has to secretively go to Bethlehem, because if King Saul finds out Samuel is going to appoint a new king, Saul would kill Samuel. So God tells Samuel to take a heifer with him so that he can say he's bringing it to Bethlehem to sacrifice. If Samuel told Saul why he was really going to Bethlehem, Saul would have surely killed Samuel. Samuel is going to stand among Jesse's sons, and God would let Samuel know who the new king was going to be. So Jesse brought 7 of his sons before Samuel. Now Jesse brings his sons before Samuel. He goes through all these sons, and Samuel says, "Don't you have another son?" He says, "Yeah, but he's my youngest. He's the smallest. He's out in the field tending to the sheep." And Samuel says, let me have a look. And would you know it? That's who God chooses. And this young boy's name is David. Of course, we know all about David and the life that he leads and what he does. He makes some mistakes, but ultimately, he's known as a man after God's own heart for all the good that he does, even in the midst of all his very selfish mistakes that he makes. Wow, how unexpected. That seems to be a running trend in the Bible, that God does the unexpected. Jesus does the unexpected. We don't expect David to kill Goliath. We don't expect Jesus, the Son of God, to spend a majority of time hanging out with some men that have a hard time catching a clue, but love him. He spends time with people that are sinners. And a majority of them come to know him and are changed because they've been in contact with the Son of God. How unexpected. How unexpected that this Son of God would then give his life. We should do the unexpected. Love our enemy. Be kind to the rude. Be humble to the stubborn. Forgive the unrepentant. Give peace to the chaotic. Not to store up worldly things, but to store up knowledge and habits from above. The thing about expectations is usually they're stemmed from a selfish desire or a want that we have. And a lot of times when those things aren't met, who do we point it at? We blame God or other people for our problems or for the way things didn't work out for us. But let's start taking that inward focus and start pushing it outward to see how God can use us. Even like the situation, looking at all those sons, you would expect the oldest son, the strongest son, but God says, no, I know the heart of this young boy, and I want him to be a leader. We all have gifts and talents that we can give, that we can plant. And so when they grow, it can bear fruit to bring glory and honor to God. Find a way that you can push your expectations aside and start living on hope and trust in God. Again, if you haven't. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. Have a great weekend.